Mario, as soon as you walk up, you almost bump into gimmighoul, Nicket, which causes them to stop suddenly. Tinkatink is at an angle where it's not possible to see you yet. Mario, you're the only one who really sees exactly what's going on at this moment.
Whoa, 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 what's going on?
As soon as you talk, they give each other a look, and without saying anything, gimmighoul, with enough surprise at this, grabs on to whatever the item was and takes off with it.
Hey, wait!
Nicket, in a panic, also tries to bolt and tries to turn around and runs through Tinkatink, but you can tell doesn't get very far. Tinkatink's just standing there a bit befuddled, but not as worried as those two.
So, did we miss something?
I don't even know.
Okay.
Mari, wanting to get answers, steps a bit closer, trying hard not to stir out the Tinkatink. Excuse me? Do you know where any items are?
Sattura, after finally snapping out of your autopilot thanks to the oranberry fully recovering your health, you notice this Tinkatink, and your initial impression is just Tinkatink. That's pretty much just like a Tinkaton. They're probably related.
Looking at it like, okay, what is going on? Why is there a Tinkatink?
You all approach the Tinkatink, wondering where the other two went, who are both now out of your sight. Tinkatink didn't bother to run, just looks a little bit confused and bothered by what the other two Pokemon did.
Yeah, we found a couple. Gimmighoul ran off with something. Nicket probably still around. Nicket, I know you probably didn't run off like Gimmighoul. Come on, where are you?
Is there anyone out there?
There's no response.
That's just like Nicket. Okay, I'm not the one carrying the items on me, but I'm sure there's more items in this dungeon. It's all part of the training. That's at least what I was told beforehand. Have you all found many items?
Found a few.
Found apples, right?
Yeah, I found a big apple, and I think I see a grainy apple.
Yeah, what she said.
What's up the grainy apple happily? Ta-da!
I'm not eating that unless we clean it up.
Oh, there's not much else we have been doing in this dungeon. It's been slow going because Gimmighoul and Nicket don't get along much, even though we're supposed to be a team. All they want to do is argue over who gets what. They think just because they're related to the big bosses of the Treasure Guild, they can do whatever they want.
Are they both in the Treasure Guild?
Yeah, all three of us are. Nicket is Evil's child, and Gimmighoul is Goldingo's younger sibling. I still have some relation. I don't know if you know, but there's a Tinkaton in the Treasure Guild too, and that's one of my older cousins.
The one with the hammer?
And the goggles. Yeah, we know her.
Oh, you know Tinkaton?
We did.
Yeah, she's alright. Even though she was finding treasure, she still focused on the mission at hand, which was getting us out of there.
Yeah, that sounds like Tinkaton. That's a lot what Tinkaton taught me too. That's why, well, I'm trying to do the other parts of this training, like the exploring and rescuing as much as we can, but those two just
you're doing
want
the best we
treasure.
can.
We're trying.
Well, have you done so far?
We're almost done mapping out the whole dungeon. She didn't want to mention the fight.
We have a, Pavlova was about to snitch.
She's like, shh. Nobody needs to know that.
Like,
Yeah, we did found some things. It was just apples. And also
Yeah.
we rescued somebody.
Oh yeah, apple, yeah. See this Grammy line? Holds it up again.
We gotta probably watch that thing. Alright, so the problem with your teammates is that they fight over who gets the stuff and don't care about the mission much, right?
Yeah, pretty much it. I'm trying my best, but now that they scattered, probably are just going to look for stuff on their own. I don't know.
Splitting up isn't honestly a good idea.
Nope.
Why?
That's how chaos happens.
I get that splitting off can cover more ground, but what if one of them faints? You wouldn't know that they did.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's why I would rather stick together. Well, Nicket should still be around.
Maybe we could find them.
Yeah, we can help you real quick, if you don't mind.
Nicket, come on.
Starts going towards the opposite end of the room where Nicket went.
I know you're probably hiding out watching. There's no point in
Hello?
staying in the back. You heard them. We need to stick together.
I got a apple.
You see that Satra's just looking around her pockets.
After a moment, Nickit comes out looking slightly defeated and upset that Nickit lost out on the item to Gimmighoul, who has now run away. Tinkatink, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to find more treasure.
Well, we need to be a
I
team.
get you're part of the treasure guild, but finding treasure isn't what it's all about.
Why else would I join the treasure guild if not to find treasure?
Discovering new places, helping people out. Because sure, like, oh yeah, money.
What if there's a Pokemon out there who lost their item? The treasure guild is basically, you have to go get it if you're in the treasure guild. You want to help the Pokemon reunite with their item.
What if it's a very sentimental piece for them? Like something passed down by their now deceased parent, or a food they really, really like, but was stolen by some unconsiderate Pokemon.
Okay. Whatever. I hear enough of that from Thievul. Parents are so annoying about this. I don't need anyone else nagging me to. I get it. Thievul should do even more with all our money. Get even more.
Can't you at least try to cooperate this one time? It's training for a reason.
Yeah, training to get more treasure. I
Nuh-uh.
am
Do you like
the kid of the leader of the treasure guild. All I need is more treasure.
That's not a really good mindset to have.
Sattura, you are convinced upon studying this Nickit and all the other Pokemon you've met so far, Nickit is just putting on an act of this very entitled, greedy Pokemon. You know Nickit really actually wants more than just treasure. Only acting like this because Nickit is the child of Thievul. Pavlova, you see a Nickit who just wants more treasure. There's not much else to it. Mari, you can tell Nickit's just being a little shit. This is Nickit's personality, has been super spoiled and super entitled, really doesn't care about any of you or being here, and probably just forced here by Thievul and other members of the treasure guild to probably try to force some sense and understanding into Nickit, and none of it has happened at all yet.
I lean over to Mari and Pavlova. I'm getting some mixed messages.
I'm not.
This child, he's very entitled.
Tell me about it.
I kind of want to hit him with my apple now.
I want to fight back, but I can't.
I can hit him with the apple.
Okay, as much as I want to, please don't.
Aww.
I'm sorry about Nickit. I would like to say there's better days, but honestly, this is pretty much how it is. Just being annoyed a little.
You don't notice this because you're talking, but a Gimmighoul runs up smack into Mari. And Gimmighoul seems to be running away again, not looking where they are going, just keeping a look behind them, and runs straight into you because of it, brushing up against one of your spines, taking a little bit of damage, but also just knocking the sense out of Gimmighoul.
Huh? Mari looks down.
You see the itty bitty Gimmighoul. Once you turn around, Tinkatink also turns around when noticing you turn, sees Gimmighoul and immediately grabs at Gimmighoul, at least brushing up against Gimmighoul and not actually grabbing a hold.
Gimmighoul, what are you doing running around again? Didn't you just run away from here? Yeah, I was running away again, but then another group started chasing me. They were trying to take my items.
The more I'm here, the more I feel like I'm losing my brain cells. I'm not saying that everyone's dumb, it's just... what's going on?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, 3 muscle heads. When I was running away, they saw me and tried to approach me. They probably wouldn't fight.
And Gimmighoul, for being as tiny as Gimmighoul is, looks and realizes there's something missing. It's like,
Tink, did you take it?
you see Tinkatink pull out a small orb.
You mean this? Yeah, looks like scanner orb. This would be really useful if we actually acted as a team. It's not fair for you to take that from me just because you're a pickpocket. Give it back. No, you should have been fighting over it with Nickit. We're supposed to be a team. So I'm just going to hang on to it. Look at these 3. They're working well together. I bet they've done all kinds of stuff already. Wow, it feels like we haven't done anything but find a couple items.
I just look at Nickit and gimmighoul. If you guys work together, you'd be a lot more efficient. Unfortunately, because you're just fighting on who gets the stuff, you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. So what's it gonna be? Work together or not be very good at what you want to do?
Gimmighoul bolts over to you, jumping around.
Who are you to start telling me what to do? You're not part of this thing. I do what I want. I've been finding all kinds of good stuff. I get what I want. I take what I want.
It doesn't seem like much of a threat at all, because you could easily fit Gimmighoul in your hand if you wanted.
I don't want to fight with you. You just... All I'm saying is work with your teammates. I'm not asking you to move a mountain.
Find all kinds of goodies.
While all this commotion's going on, all three of you can kind of already start to hear
Hop, pip, pip, hop, pip, pip, hop, pip, pip.
getting closer. Mari and Pavlova, from the angle you're at, you can also see 3 Pokemon you left not long ago, especially one you thought had fainted, as Sawk, Throh, and Tyrogue also start coming from around the corner from the east, and then the hoppips start appearing in the south.
Guys?
Oh, hey, it's the guys we met.
Mari just immediately thinks that she's in trouble.
Hi.
Oh boy, what's going on now?
Well, it's them. They're the ones who I ran into earlier.
And tries to flee, but is completely surrounded by everyone and has already been running around a lot. There's not really an opening or have much of the energy to try to squeeze through anyone. Nickit, knowing everyone is kind of surrounding, doesn't want to waste any energy either, and actually for once gets closer to Tinkatink, and Tinkatink doesn't look very worried at all, just starting to pay attention to who's coming. The hoppip coming from below.
Hop, hip, hip, hop, hip, hip, hop, hip, 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 hip.
They're all excited.
It's you again. Hello. We ran into you again. How's it going? Are you still dancing and hop pip pipping with us?
Tyro pops up.
Hey, it's you again. That was a good fight earlier. Don't worry about it though. Maybe next time I'll get you. But look, I'm all better now. Sawk and Throh are still with me.
And then they all start filing into the room. The hoppips start bouncing all around, surrounding all of you.
That's when Mari starts getting claustrophobic. Quick thinking, she just dashes away.
Mara, take me with you. Hello, come with me.
You didn't get far because a hoppip blocked your way.
Hip, hip, hop.
Oh no. No.
Come on, give us space, please. It's too many people. I think we might not be doing with a lot of enclosed places. I'm not saying the right words today.
As everyone's just trying to look at all the Pokemon gathered here. They're not paying enough attention to let you pass.
Hip, hop, hip, hip. She's vibing with the hip, the hoppins.
They're all bouncing around like crisscrossing. None of them are really staying in the same area. They're just continuously somehow always in your way though. Except for they're always hopping by Pavlova as Pavlova's vibing with them. Everyone else seems confused as much as you are, but none of them are as panicked as especially Mari.
Sattura's not exactly panicked. She's just like, all right, coming through. Too many people for my liking.
As everyone's starting to take in who's here, there's so many Pokemon in this room. It feels like the room shakes a little bit just because of all the walking around maybe. Tyrogue though, even though obviously the youngest, speaks up.
Oh, did you all feel that?
That was weird. That was a pretty big rumble. That shouldn't be happening, right? I know there's a lot of us here.
She's gonna get me.
Everyone's attention starting to turn to Tyrogue, who's speaking up. Anyone else think that shaking is weird? It's a big rumble.
What's shaking?
Is it just me? No, I know that there must be something else to it. Well, if nobody else didn't notice it. And then the hoppip at the furthest south.
Hop, hip, hip, hip. No, I felt the rumbling too, a little bit. No, I think there's something.
The other hoppip's like,
Yeah, I think there was something.
Throw was just like, oh, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about. Other hoppip's,
Yeah, rumble, hop, hip, hip.
and then Tinkatink.
Yeah, no, maybe it is weird. Where all that rumbling come from?
Everyone else is just not exactly sure what's going on, doesn't really believe it, even though they could swear maybe they also felt the 2 rumbles earlier, but it may have all been in their head.
Mari does believe it. She's just freaking out on the inside.
Throh and Sawk decide to take lead, even though they're not that sure about the rumbles either. Whew, okay, everyone, no need to panic. We're here as part of the rescue team. Sawk say, Yeah, so we can take charge if we need to. If anyone's that worried about anything, remember, this is just a training facility. There's no real danger. We are just here to do what we're expected and then continue on. If there is anything, I'm sure it's just part of the testing that's going on.
You think rumbling would be part of a testing simulator?
No, Pavlova was really confused because, yeah, she is floating, so she has no idea what the hell anyone's talking about. Anyone want to say Grammy Apple?
Cool. We've been through some of these trainings a few times. The dungeon always changes up, so you never know exactly what they're trying to test out in here. It's as much of a test for the designers and the dungeon makers as it is for us. I'm sure we'll be fine wherever it is. We're all gathered together. This is actually pretty rare. We don't normally even train with other groups. Ha, yeah, I don't know what you all plan to do. Pretty sure explored at least most of the eastern part of this dungeon. We'll keep going on the west unless anyone wants to scrap any. Well, we really haven't needed to rescue anyone yet. I mean, it's embarrassing as it is, and kind of cuts himself off after looking at tyrogue. Well, we're just going to keep exploring, doing what we're doing. There's no need to continue to be congregated here, so I guess we'll just be on our way. If you want, though, I guess there's no rules saying we can't continue together. I don't know if there are any secrets to this dungeon that we need to keep an eye out for. Has anyone seen anything weird?
No, we haven't. We've been too busy just looking for treasure. Mainly just rooms connecting to each other. Everything just seems kind of like a maze with no dead end. Except, actually, there was one dead end we ran into, which was weird, but besides that, just treasure.
Hop, pip, pip, pip. Just having fun exploring. We've explored the whole south part.
Hip hop hip.
Sattura's just looking at the hop and is like, they're supposed to be from the Explorers Guild?
Oh no.
Looks like it.
These hoppips are about the same size as Sawk and Throh, who are almost twice the height of the rest of you. Everyone's kind of not sure where to go from here. You're so overwhelmingly amused by these hoppip being one big and somehow part of the Explorers Guild. Their goofy attitudes that you're taking in all the information, Sattura, but you're just about on level as everyone else as far as like, well, we could do a whole bunch of stuff, but you're waiting to see what everyone else is going to decide first. You know, you have also already kind of explored the south part and some of the central east part of the dungeon. Pavlova, something clicks with you. Being the one with the dowsing rods, you realize there was an item in the southwest corner of the dungeon. There was an item in the southeast of the dungeon. There was an item dead center of the dungeon. Heard that at least the treasure team has found something. You don't know where they came from, and you know most likely the rescue team came from the northeast. You don't know if they found anything though. You know you still have most of the north to go, and then you pull out your dowsing rods, thinking about this, trying to figure out where the next best spot to go is, and you're getting a really strong sense in a very confusing way. A lot of it is pointing northeast of where you're at, kind of like wants to do a little wave back and forth. Tinkatink notices you pulling them out, also holds out the little hammer Tink is holding.
Here's our partners. We go.
Points it in the direction your dowsing rods, walks up to you.
We came from the northwest part of the dungeon. We found one item there, and we kept getting more readings, but it led us to a dead end, but we couldn't find anything there. It was weird. And then, of course, Nickit and Gimmighoul, being who they are, gave up immediately to try to find more. I don't know, I keep getting a reaction in that direction, too.
You kind of are catching everyone's attention.
Big treasure.
Big treasure. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Are your dowsing rods going off by any chance?
Tinkatink and I are treasure stuff.
Sattura, you can see their rods are out, and you can see how much motion they're giving. So it's pretty obvious that they are getting some kind of reaction. Throh and Sawk also notice. Are you finding treasure? We did end up finding one item earlier too after we parted ways with you. It was right when we ran into Gimmighoul there, but I don't know how much else there is to find in here after all this time. What do you think? You're the ones who found it, not us, but we're kind of running out of things to do. We need to go look in that direction anyways. You mind if we tag along just to go ahead and get this training over with, since it seems to be kind of coming to a rut anyways?
I think it's fine. We just, I don't know. Mari. I think Mari left. Alright, guys, we have to look for Mari. I think try not to bring the whole group at once.
Oh, hoppip, pip, pip. That's okay. We can explore a different area. We don't need any treasure. Hoppip, pip, pip.
They're all still bouncing around.
You all have fun. Keep hopping around. We're going to go on. Enjoy your treasure.
Tinkatink's like,
Well, I mean, I know we're not only here for the treasure, but I am curious why we keep getting the reaction. Must be something. Maybe it's part of the test. I'm sure.
Tink looks over.
I'm sure you two, Nickit, gimmighoul, want more treasure, if that's what it is.
Gimmighoul pushes through. Yeah, I can get more treasure. Nickit is like, well, yeah, of course. If there's a big stash of treasure, I will gladly go and claim it for myself. Both start facing towards the direction too. You can see Gimmighoul's antennas start reacting like dowsing rods and also point and start shaking towards that same direction, as well as Nickit is pulling out dowsing rods similar to Pavlova, but really nice. Yes, well, we already checked there once and didn't find anything, but I guess it's worth a try. We're not getting reactions anywhere else, and I'm sure everything else is already cleaned up with all these other Pokemon here. Yeah, let's go get the treasure, get this over with.
Okay, well, we're going to tag along with you, or if not, we're just going to take another look without you. There's really not much else we can do, I guess. We'll head on over if you want to come along too. That'll be fine. That goes the same for you, Sawk, Throh, and tyrogue.
Sawk, Throh, and tyrogue, they look a little confused about what they should be doing and whether they should tag along or not. Yes, it's part of the test. They have a pretty good idea that everywhere else has been cleaned out. If this is the only spot that really has anything else going on, they feel like they need to go there because they want to try to do as well as they can. Oh, if it's part of the test, we need to go. I don't see much other reason to do anything else. Yeah, we'll be going with you whether you like it or not. Or you all can tag behind us. We three are the team. We don't all need to be one giant team, I guess. Yeah, I'll do whatever we need to. If you say so, Throw and Sock. Mari snuck away.
I'm just trying to get a hold of myself, but I can't. Mari, just get it together. It's not gonna be too much. You have to get strong. Just get this over with, Mari. Just get out of here.
Okay, first off, Pavlova, we gotta find Mari.
Wait, where did she go?
I don't know.
Sattura, even though it was your idea to try to look for footprints and to find where Mari went, with all the Pokemon going around, you can't tell too much until they move out. And then Pavlova, being the kind to follow along more, then notice as they all move out of the way, going the opposite path they took, you can start to see footprints by themselves that match very closely to what a maractus footprints look like.
Okay, there we are. Took a while to find the right footprints.
So you follow them. They come into another room. They kind of seem like they wander around a little bit until they eventually go up into the northern path of the room. And then you go, keep following them in a north room, and you see Mari hiding away in a corner.
Mari.
Oh, hey, not many Pokemon are around, I see. That's good.
Yeah, is that a bad thing?
Mari, you don't do well in large crowds and like a lot of people, right?
I just feel so small and stuck. It just feels like I can't move with crowds.
I get you. Sattura goes over to Mari, just like a hand on her shoulder. Yeah, it can be overwhelming.
I think it's all bad.
Let's just give ourselves some space. You need anything?
I should be fine.
Let's regroup. Let's figure out how to solve this thing.
Let's see where we are on the map.
You look at the map and you have almost all of it revealed. Literally just the very northeast corner is still blacked out.
I think we're almost done.
Pavlova, think you can give us a little ding with your item finder? See if there's anything else
see
we
if
have.
there's any more around.
Okay. Holds him up and then holds him forward.
When you do, you get a reaction going crazy right near you. It's almost like the reaction is so big, your dowsing rods want to go into the wall directly northwest where you are. So you can only assume they really are pointing towards where the other two groups decided they wanted to go.
Pavlova, due to being cream, she doesn't have a lot of strength, so she's going into the wall.
Sattura is one to like piece things together on her own, like pattern recognition. I look to like the girls, hold up. So first off, traps and items. If there's a trap in the room, there's an item.
We need to be careful.
But also, look at the locations. That's kind of north, southwest, southeast. Do you guys think that there's something in the northeast and the northwest? Didn't the other two guys say they found something where they came from?
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
And then the last thing I heard about was saying that there was a big treasure. So if we find all 4 treasures, do you think there might be something big that will be revealed if you find all 4 of them?
That actually might be a big possibility, because why else would they want us to explore the whole dungeon?
Collect 4 treasures to find the big treasure. She's heard so many stories, she can't point out which one. She just knows, I've seen this before. She just knows, I've seen this before. It's just so much stuff. She's seen it so many times, and it's like, but where exactly? Like, I can't say which one. I can't bring out one specific memory because it's like, I've seen so many of these.
Mori remembers is she doesn't remember how, but she remembers someone's like, oh, draw what you think your treasure would look like down. And she drew herself along with a friend of hers opening a treasure chest.
Pavlova, mine kind of like remembers reading something related to this, but she's not really sure what the name it was. She just remembers how excited she was grabbing a shovel to try to find treasure.
You know, it feels like one of those old stories I would read as a kid.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I would usually draw stuff like that.
So let's find the last treasure nobody's found, because, I mean, we can check if they did find the other treasure, but let's find that last treasure, and then we'll see what happens. What do you think?
Okay,
I'm up
let's
for
do it.
Let's do this.
Pavlova, lead the way.
Yeah, we're right behind you.
Are you guys sure?
Try not to get distracted.
Okay. She focusing on the rods. Do. Ooh, another direction. Oh wait, nope. Gotta go this way.
Okay,
All
you're
right.
doing good.
Pavlova, remember, there might be a trap.
Oh, that's right.
As the 3 of you walk down this tunnel that is most likely a dead end, Pavlova is pretty much at this point getting dragged along by the dowsing rods. Mari, you're trying to follow along with Pavlova while also keeping an eye on the map in case something pops up. Sattura, you're hanging in the back trying to make sure to give Mari the space needed to not cause any more discomfort. And that's when you realize you're not seeing much except for suddenly Pavlova disappeared at the end of the tunnel.
Where's Pavlova?
And Pavlova,
Pavlova?
you suddenly fall down a somewhat steep staircase.
Wee! Oh.
Mari and Sattura, you hear the wee, you look straight ahead of you to notice Pavlova is gone, and you notice there's a hole in the wall that looks like there's a hidden staircase.
Pavlova! What do we do?
We gotta follow her, that's for sure. But also, I think this is a secret.
Only one way to find out.
Let's go.
Mari and Sattura head down the hidden staircase that Pavlova stumbled down, waiting to hopefully uncover a secret.